Hey everyone, welcome to Home Matters, the podcast where we help you make the most informed decisions for your home renovation and improvement projects. Whether you're swapping out windows, tackling a kitchen makeover, or getting a new roof, we've got the tips, the tricks, and the insights that you need. So let's get into today's topic. Welcome to the Home Matters podcast, where we talk about all things related to making your home the best it can be. I'm your host, Alex. And today we're tackling the topic that's become incredibly relevant in recent years, creating an inspiring home office. Whether you're a full-time remote worker or just in need of a cozy corner for your side hustle. This episode is going to be packed with some tips to elevate your work from home experience. And believe me, I know. I can tell you my own story from 2016 when I decided to go from running a business from an actual location with an office with about 40 employees to doing fully virtual everybody, accounting team, sales team, marketing team, everyone, IT, legal, you name it. Everyone would be working from home. And it took me a few years to get used to it. So I think first we need to note that the pandemic, while it forced a lot of people to work from home and get used to it, it wasn't a good experience because we were dealing with so many other things, right? But now that the pandemic has passed and everyone is back to sort of like how things were before the pandemic, in that sense, anyways, I think we can all agree that, whether it's a hybrid approach or fully work from home, we can now see what working from home truly feels like, whether you have family at home, whether your kids are at home. Maybe you have pets. Maybe you live in a noisy place. There's a lot of different variables to working from home. And so for me, I started in 2016 and I went virtual, but it took me several years to get used to working from home because you miss the things that you had in the office. So the camaraderie with your coworkers, right? Meeting clients face to face. Now, in my business, I still get to go out in the community and work with people. However, it's not the same. And I found that over time, I became more productive working from home and being able to focus on the job. So I'd love to hear that from you, from our listeners, to see what you think working from home is like. But now let's get started with the basics, location, and location. Choosing the right spot in your home is what I'm talking about, is super crucial. So you want somewhere to be quiet with minimal distractions. And if you can, grab a spot with plenty of natural light. So for me, I have to have natural light. I cannot work in a tiny space, 10 by 10, 15 by 10, whatever the space is. In my case, my home office is a room that's about 12 by 12, so 144 square feet. But it's got a lot of light. I've got a couple of windows and it's nice and bright. And it's amazing how a little sunshine can boost your mood and energy. At least I feel that way. Next up, let's talk about comfort, which means, well, they call it ergonomic furniture. I don't think you need, per se, ergonomic furniture, but investing in a good chair and a spacious desk can make a world of difference. I'm not a pack rat, so while I have a big desk that's about 6 feet wide, I don't have a lot of stuff on it. I've got a picture, a lamp, a globe, a calendar, one of those little rake things, right? A coaster, and obviously my computer and microphone. So everyone is different. Some people, they may feel like they need more, but trust me, when it comes to your chair, your back will thank you for buying a chair. It's worth the investment. I remember early on in my career, I used to go to the Office Depot, buy those $50 to $100 chairs. Those won't do the trick. You really need something that works for your body. And while we're on that subject, let's not forget about lighting. I know I talked about lighting as natural light, but a mix of natural and artificial light can keep an eye strain at bay. And of course, that's going to help you stay focused, right? And I know that's the case for me as well. So I choose not to have white or LED lighting. I've got my natural light, but then I've got soft yellow lights for the room. Now, for my favorite part, personalizing the space. This is where you can really let your personality shine, especially if you're going to be on camera from time to time. Maybe you're doing a Zoom meeting. And so, you want to decorate with things that are going to inspire you, like artwork and plants. I have plants as well. I love that. I'm not a big fan of posters. I prefer to have art from my kids, especially. And so you want to make it feel like it's the office and home, and so maybe pictures of your family, right? Now, efficiency is key. So think about your layout. You want everything you need within arm's reach. It's sort of like a kitchen. You have the triangle, right, between the sink, the stove, and the fridge. Same thing for your office. I've got on my desk within reach, I've got two small file cabinets underneath each one, and I've got pretty much everything I need to stay organized. No clutter, right? I don't like clutter, cables everywhere. And for me, that just makes the day go by easier. Now, as we wrap up today's episode, I wanted to make it really short because I just wanted to give you tips as the new year comes through. Let's address a couple of FAQs that we got from our blog. This episode, by the way, first started from a blog post that we did about working from home. So if you're on a budget, start by repurposing what you have. What I also like doing is changing the furniture around from time to time. So even though I have a layout that I know works best, from time to time, I pull everything up and I do that. Another thing that I did, I have tile floors. So I put a rug, a nice, comfortable rug in the room so that when I want to meditate, I can sit on the rug. So think about those things as well. Well, of course, we talked about the chairs. Well, make sure that you can adjust the height, support, and of course, proper padding. Now, to minimize distractions, set clear boundaries and establish a routine. And hey, noise canceling headphones can be a game changer, except for sometimes they're not comfortable if you keep them on for long periods of time. So the question that we had here on the blog actually was about distractions, and I think the question was more about when you have people at home. So my wife and I work from home, and we have our 4 kids at home. We are homeschooling the kids. So there's a lot of noise, right? And soon we're getting a dog. So it's a lot of noises. I want to make sure that there are some boundaries and that they understand when I'm working. They need to go outside in the yard and that sort of a thing. So you have to set some rules. Maybe you have a roommate, maybe you have family. In either case, what you want to do, is to make sure that everyone understands your schedule when you are perhaps in a meeting. Other times, in my case, I'm recording a podcast. So I want to make sure that the noise level is controlled, right? And then there's a time for noise party, have fun, right? So look, that's all I have for today's episode. You can check out the blog post as well on the local contractor website. And remember that your home is more than just a workspace. It's a reflection of your style and a tool for your success. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more Home Matters tips. Until next time, keep making your home matter. Thanks for tuning in to the Home Matters podcast. Remember, a great home starts with making smart choices. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on a new episode. For more resources or to get in touch with a trusted local contractor, check out localcontractor.co. Until next time, take care and happy renovating.